The decoding of the human genome has been described as the greatest breakthrough in the history of medical science. And despite all the information unlocked by the human genomic revolution, one wonders why we have not found a more effective treatment or even cures for many of the diseases afflicting mankind today. In this profile, we take a look at a company based in North Carolina with a unique technology that translates genomic information into safe and effective medicines, bypassing most of the classical requirements and bottlenecks in drug discovery.
What's unique about Transtech Pharma that in the past 3 years we've been able to develop this drug discovery engine that is designed to bridge the gap between the genome project and the ability of discovering new medicines. As step one. Step two, being able to apply this technology against very challenging and complex biological targets that are involved in a series of life-threatening diseases such as Alzheimer's as well as diabetes, for example.
Indeed, since the advent of the genomic revolution, researchers can now identify thousands of targets that could lead to new drugs.
Prior to the genome project, scientists were looking at a pool of biological targets of 500 total. Now the scientists are faced with tens of thousands of new targets thanks to the genome project, and that's where Transtech Pharma technology comes into play, because the translational technology is specifically designed to address this need.
Now, what makes all this possible for Transtech Pharma is a highly automated and fully integrated drug discovery engine called TTP Translational Technology.
Our technology works by utilizing 55,000 unique compounds which seek out binding cavities in therapeutically important proteins. These 55,000 compounds are utilized computationally in conjunction with a computational engine which integrates independent molecular modeling packages which do all of the individual steps in the computational chemistry drug discovery process, going from a gene sequence to a target protein structural model. What we end up with are small molecules which bind to binding sites on target proteins. We then utilize proprietary chemistries to optimize those molecules into drug candidates.
We have been able successfully to discover and develop this translational technology that's now in a very powerful way being able to translate the knowledge, the overwhelming amount of knowledge available to us as scientists in the field, into biologically safe and effective molecules that are heading towards the clinical trials.
For pharmaceutical companies, the use of Transtech's technology not only accelerates the drug discovery process, but it can save them millions of dollars and years of research by trial and error.
We think that the translational technology that we've invented here can be integrated as an enabling technology with the large pharmaceutical partners' own drug discovery efforts to help speed their discovery process. We know that we can deliver high-quality preclinical lead candidates in about a third of the time it takes the industry on average, and at a fraction of the cost, many millions of dollars in savings.
Indeed, Transtech's unique technology has already delivered preclinical and clinical drug candidates against a wide range of complex and new biological targets, which include molecules intended for the treatment of diabetes and Alzheimer's.
To date, we've had a 100% success rate against our 5 internal and 4 external targets. Our 2 lead candidates, which we're very excited about, are targeting both Alzheimer's disease and diabetes. In terms of Alzheimer's disease, we have found that we were not only able to prevent formation of new plaques in the brains of mice prone to developing these plaques, but we were actually able to reverse those plaques that had already formed. In parallel to that, we were also able to improve cognitive function in mice that have lost some cognitive function as measured through a water maze test. In terms of diabetes, we are attacking a target that many companies have tried for many years, and we have been successful. We are able now to dose animals that are prone to diabetes and show that we can lower their blood sugar. Again, a sign of success and potential predictor of what we'll see in the clinic.
So, after having reached key landmarks in its short history, what's next for Transtech Pharma, Inc.?
My vision for Transtech Pharma is to become a fully integrated pharmaceutical company. And to do that, we need to really invest, continue to develop our translational technology to help us internally with our own programs, as well as programs coming to us from strategic partners. Transtech Pharma in the next few years will have a very strong clinical pipeline that's designed to address major unmet medical needs. And we hope to test our first generation of Transtech Pharma owned drugs in human sometime in the next 18 months in major therapeutic areas, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, as well as cardiovascular complications.